April. They prepared it very well, that they bought the Pahalgam map multiple times. Each slide or each map was costing 3 lakhs of rupees from a company called Maxar, USA.
Good morning, sir, and welcome to our Protector TV channel. Sir, this recent attack, terrorist attack in Pahalgam, just wanted to know what is your opinion, because you have been a very accomplished police officer yourself, and you have handled many such cases. So what would be your opinion?
Good morning, viewers. Welcome to this Protector TV channel. I am closely associated with this Protector magazine from the inception. Now this Protector TV channel is new to me. This is the first time I am accosted by this TV crew, and may this channel flourish. Answering this question, this is about the Pahalgam incident which happened on April. In this incident, what was shocking was the full-time preparation. They prepared it very well, and they knew who will take responsibility, which organization, and they studied the idea. Now it has come to light with hindsight knowledge that they bought the Pahalgam map multiple times. Each slide or each map was costing 3 lakhs of rupees from a company called Maxar, USA, and they paid for it, and there was a surge 1 month before for those maps. Obviously, this shows that they paid so much money to pick up the fine-tuned maps of Pahalgam, study, deploy. This is one part. So if this is what they had said, then the meaning is very, very obvious that they wanted to send the cruelty as an example, and the selection of victims was very, very well planned. This is to divide the whole country into division of Hindus and Muslims. Muslims obviously were separated and sent away. They hit only Hindus. Of course, one person who was helping them with the horse, he is a local man. He fought it out heroically and he got killed. One Christian was also there. Then I must also say in the same breath that there were lots of others who are Muslims, obviously, who were taking care of the tourists in varieties of ways. They did try to help them and get the medical help, send them to medical hospitals. All other things were done by the local Muslims. That is also, we must know. The last point is, in this group of attackers, unfortunately, perhaps there was local people also involved. So the local intelligence was there, the local help was there, local support was there. With that, foreigners came, and then, of course, our response has been fantastic, unprecedented, well planned, well executed. I'll talk about it later.
Yes. So, first time we saw the entire operation brought to justice, with the speed and efficiency and accuracy. What is your thoughts on that, sir?
Obviously, it is absolutely fantastic. This is not the first time. We must say we did respond beautifully for that Pulwama, for 40 brave CRPF soldiers were done to death by a well-planned, executed conspiracy. There also, in 12 days' time, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the government had responded with precise attack called the Balakot attack. That was a fantastic job done. This is the second time, but this is more an unprecedented kind of a sharp response, because the government now, as per the Prime Minister's broadcast the other day, just 2 days before, they have come up with a policy of non-tolerance and swift response. And what all in Hindi, "Ghar mein ghus ke marenge," all that kind of thing they have done. But it has become a national policy now that we will not tolerate. One line I would like to remind all the viewers is that if we are going to do a terrorist attack, we will treat it as an act of war. That is a clear policy, and we will use Samadana Abheda Danda. Everything we will use and teach a lesson to the terrorists. Again, I must say, in this attack, it is carefully planned and executed to do this precise job of incisive attack only on the terrorist camps and the places where harboring the terrorists and others. It could be including a madrasa and things like that. But then if madrasas are running this kind of a terrorist camp, they deserve to be attacked. They never attacked a military camp or a military unit and things like that. It is very, very, as they said in the briefing, it is non-escalatory, incisive, well-prepared attack from a democratically run government who weighed the consequences and did the job. This is a lesson to the enemy who said he will inflict 1,000 cuts on us that we will bleed to death. They are trying to give 1,000 cuts to us, but we are absolutely above all this kind of attack. Our response has been fantastic. Next time, it will be even much, much sharper. I wish no next time would ever come up. This sense should come to them that this is a country where they can't afford to do that. But God forbid, if there is a attack like that, our response from our government is going to be much more faster. This time, Pulwama, they took 12 days. This time, they have taken 14 days. So enough time was given to the enemy also, as our own Hindu Dharma, that rules of war would say, that they inform them, they make them all that aware, and then they did this full time. Next time, I'm sure we are going to be escalating it in a sharp time. It will be like a QRT-like exercise, quick response team. That would definitely act.
Sir, the QRT and was again created by under your leadership as Force One in Mumbai city.
You know this QRTs thing, because what happened in Mumbai, if you are remembering the post 26/11/2008 preparation,
Right.
one had to prepare for the attack from land, attack from water, and attack from any other direction. It was a 360-degree coverage. And Mumbai being what it was, they did focus that time in one particular area, the southern corner of Mumbai. But imagine a place where they do multiple attacks in multiple places at a simultaneous time. Then I had to prepare for that. So I had to deploy forces all over Mumbai, and then from land, above, water, air attack, all that was to be calculated. And we prepared. That is why this concept of QRT came. QRT is that 40 bulletproof vehicles with 12 men, well trained. The weapons were brought from the from US, Germany, and other countries. They were trained with multiple equipment. Training camps were conducted. So this QRT team came. About the national thing, our government is fantastic, their advice are fantastic. Our defense forces are the best in the world. We are the 5th biggest defense force in the world. So they know what to do. I only used it to say, to represent the voice of the people, that quick response and quick reprisal against them would send an appropriate message. My voice is only the voice of the people. But our defense forces, particularly the Air Force, has done a fantastic job of even our using the localized invention called Akash Tir and various other things. And this is against the deployment of Chinese-made technology and also Turkish-made drones. So countries are supporting our enemy. We were fighting it all alone. And our preparation has been very, very well timed, and slowly we are investing money in preparation of the defense forces. But still, our preparation and attack was precise and to the point.
Sir, you have been one of the most illustrious Commissioner of Police of Mumbai and Director General of Police of Maharashtra. You know that Mumbai city has faced many such challenges. And you have taken personally many initiatives to safeguard the citizens of Mumbai and Maharashtra. So do you feel satisfied after this decision and action taken?
Absolutely. As far as Pahalgam retaliation by the government, if you are asking me, it is fabulous. And I feel they have done a wonderful job. The time-tested morale and time-tested principles were followed. But the deployment of the technology, use of limited approach to hit precisely at the right location and come back, and not hit a military base and escalate it to a war. Obviously, I will take time to say that we or them cannot afford to have a war at this time. Their economy is in complete doldrums. They are brink unless these IMF had given $1 or $2 billion each time. 10 times they have borrowed money and survived. We are a country, we are the 5th biggest in the world, and we are going to become the 3rd biggest in the world as far as economy is concerned. Our defense forces are the 5th biggest in the world. You and we and them cannot be compared. However, their attack is all clandestine, and they have been not following any rules of the game, and they have been dividing our country into Hindu and Muslim. They have been trying to divide. But I must tell the people also that they have been fantastic, never ever distinguished between the others and us, the kind of a situation. We are together. Our response is always together. We are together, and that is what the enemy is getting frustrated about.
So
I must also tell out of your question that the enemy has been always trying to divide our country into Hindu and Muslim. For example, 1993 12th March, the Dawood Ibrahim sponsored, ISI sponsored 12 blasts which happened. They were also well calculated and well planned and executed. Just to divide the people, and they expected, that is, I mean, let me put it more bluntly, that is after the Babri Masjid demolition. That was December 6, Babri Masjid demolition of 1992. Immediately a riot by the minority community. January 15th or so by the majority community. And March 12th was the retaliation by them by 12th blast. That is the biggest ever in the terrorist attack series in the world. First time. American 9/11 and all came much later. We lost 257 people, 857 people were injured, and hundreds of crores worth of property was blown into smoke. That time also they divided. But again, our people stood like a rock, and they never ever looked at division of the country on religious basis. Next time also, the next biggest one, minor attacks have been 120 terror attacks have happened in this country so far, and these people have been doing it. Next is that again that 2006, 11 or 12 train first class compartments were hit with the pressure cooker bombs. 200 people died, 400 people were injured. Again, there was no issue. They could not put a wedge between the Hindus and the Muslims. Now, that 26/11/2008, in Oberoi Hotel, for example, they did collect people, they did ask about the religion, they found whatever way they check, kalma or removing the trouser and checking and things like that. They did leave a few couples, maybe from Turkey and other countries, and the Hindus, who are very well-known, high net worth individuals, innocent Indians, were shot dead cruelly. So this has been their modus operandi, to find out Muslims and not shoot them. This has been done by them earlier also, but this time also they have done. But best is, our country or our people have never fallen prey to such kind of a trap. Our response has been tremendous, that we never fell apart on the religious basis.
So you have covered most of the facets. Now you must have observed that of late these kind of incidents have reduced substantially. Do you think the police officers and the law enforcement agencies have become more vigilant, or they're doing their duty much better than before? Or?
You know, this is a question I would love to answer anytime. After 26/11/2008, of course, our government did the strategic restraint, and they did not go and bomb the terrorist camps, even though they had complete knowledge about where all the Murdike, Bawalpur, all those places were there. That is a politics or political decision. I will not dwell on that. But I must say that the then government spent hundreds of crores in creating 4 NSG hubs. One in Manesar, where they were, and one in Mumbai, one in Hyderabad, and one in Guwahati, Assam. So that country was divided into zones, and NSG would not commit that mistake of coming late. Like for Mumbai 26/11, they came 26 hours late. That was obviated by that. We also did create a Force One, a carbon copy in strength and weapon and tactics and training, a copy of energy called Force One, and made it available for Mumbai exclusively and for Mumbai particularly. So that and all other expenses. For example, we bought bulletproof bulletproof boats courtesy the government of India, and various other weapons were purchased courtesy government of India. Teams were sent to Israel. Later, multiple times, multiple state governments have sent people to go to Israel to bring drones and other technology. So today, from 26/11/2008, we have gone up in investment multifold, and we have trained people. They are better, fitter and fighters. And the sea is covered by the Navy. Again, investment is sky high. The Coast Guard has been strengthened, and multiple hundreds of boats have been bought and deployed there. Then police has improved. Of course, intelligence gathering and sharing by the intelligence agencies, internal, external, various other agencies there. Multiple agencies coordination called SMAC. Multi-agency coordination meetings have been happening. Sharing of intelligence is happening. Of course, we have deployed much more unbelievable amount of money in technology for collection of intelligence and sharing with the people.
Sir, even under your leadership, first time we saw very advanced vehicles on the Nariman Point area, and then we had also seen a demo of Mumbai Sapat.
I must tell you, that time the morale of the people was the lowest.
Yes.
Much more lower morale was there by the police, because 18 policemen, including 2 NSG, that is Major Unikrishnan and Havaldar Gajendra Singh. But we lost 16 others who are the finest of the people. They never worried about their duty, out of duty or anything like that. They all went there without bothering about jurisdiction. For example, a brave police officer, Hemant Karkare, Ashok Khamte, then Salaskar and Pawar, various other boys were there. They went there and they laid down the supreme sacrifice of leaving their lives. They fought it out. And I must mention about Sadanand Date, who was additional CP. He survived and fought it out. He turned out to be a real hero. Unfortunately, the others lost their lives. Again, I'll say IG, Hemant Karkare, who was ATS chief, and Ashok Kamte, he was DIG, and then Salaskar, who was inspector, and others. Supreme sacrifice. So we must remember them and salute them. Because of that, we had to plan, prepare, buy the bulletproof jackets, and various other improvements had to be done, and to be done very fast, because I was afraid that if there is one more repeat attack, what happens? We don't want to lose people, because that itself was very costly. So we did everything in a quick attempt of buying weapons, training them, giving them bulletproof jackets, bulletproof vehicles, boats, and various other things. Now, the question you asked is, the less number of attacks have happened after that. It is true, because the country is ready. The international pressure, international monitoring, and our government posture, and the readiness of our government to retaliate by way of response, all that is visible. So they take their chances, and then again, you must know, what I am telling is well known to you. Uri attack took place, Pathankot took place, and various other cowardly attacks in Jammu, where our Jawan or officers have been losing their lives. They did take place. But what I agree with you is, not again in Bangalore, Jaipur, Delhi or Mumbai. These things all completely stopped. That is because of the vigilance of the local police and the excellent intelligence sharing by the intelligence agencies. We have been having major festivals like Ganapati and various other things where billions of people come together, but nothing untoward ever happened because of the vigilance of the police and the government agencies.
Sir, in order to build up the confidence of Mumbaikars and citizens of Mumbai, investors and all the foreign diplomats, you really did an excellent COP community connect. In those things, you really organized, you took you organized 4 seminars on anti-terrorism, which really helped to build up the confidence in people. Now, how did you think of that idea, sir?
I was given a very short time to buy weapons, train them, deploy QRT, bulletproof vehicles, blah, blah, blah. We did everything. I also brought money from the people and made about 30 gymnasiums for the police, that is outside the government fund, so that the policemen will become fit. We examined 43,000 men free of cost, head to toe, health-wise, and brought a health-wise ABCD gradation of people who can be deployed for war, and things like that we did. Along with that was the building of the confidence of the people, that they should know that the government has done so well that anything like that, instant response would come. So for that, I did arrange marches by the Force One or NSG and various others. Their display of their capabilities was done during those anniversaries of 26/11. And also within that 1 year, we arranged 4 seminars or conferences, whatever you say, interaction you can say, where the ex-president, Mr. Abdul Kalam, came and spoke about anti-terrorism, and he also administered an anti-terrorism oath. Then top policemen and other experts like Mr. M.K. Narayanan, the then NSA, Mr. KPS Gill, he is no more, and Ajay Sahani, then Praveen Swami, and Mr. Raman, an expert from the ex-RNW, he is also no more. Like that, we brought about 20 people, and then we organized 4 seminars where 5 each had come. 2 were held in the NCPA, 1,200 people had come, to 1,200 each time they came, and 1 in Fulla Deshpande Hall in Dadar, and 1 in Chembur Fine Arts Society. These are the 4 seminars we held just to bring people together and give them a presentation saying that nothing is lost, one-time incidents happen, it will not be repeated, the police is ready, the government is ready, you have confidence in the government. I am sure it was restored. The very fact that the taste of the pudding is in the eating, that nothing happened and Mumbai is safe, is the result of what all activities the government has done. I was only an instrument in their hands. I got it executed. Nothing great about my role. But the government, we must appreciate the state government as well as the central government for pooling their resources together and giving us all the protective umbrella for the city to stay.
Thank you very much, sir. Anything else you would like to add?
I would like to commend the role of Protector Magazine. This is the channel you have started. Yes. And I requested my friend Satya Swaroop to start a magazine, because any government activity would have been non-continuous. Continuity would have been in question. Whereas a private enterprise where the bridge between the people and the police, what all police has done, it has to be showcased to the people for the very fact that we want to build confidence amongst them. We did one, and Mr. Satya Swaroop had come up with a brilliant magazine. And the first magazines and all had all the bulletproof vehicles, also Mr. Abdul Kalam and various other things. And besides informing the police about the people, informing the people about cyber technology, Naxalism and various other things. It's a very, very glitzy magazine. It is containing full of latest information, and it covers all the police leaders. The Calcutta police followed it, the Karnataka police followed it, and so many states have adopted this format of Protector Magazine. I commend and appreciate the initiative, and this was done in 2009. Today we are in 2025. I am sure that so many years it survived, and still this is the latest copy of Protector. The magazine is of absolute fantastic quality. So I commend and appreciate Mr. Satya Swaroop for coming up with a brilliant product.
Thank you, sir.
As I say about the magazine, that time all the 20 lectures, presentations given by the top people, I mentioned their names to you. These are the people. And there Mr. KPS Gill and Mr. M.K. Narayanan and Mr. Shamal Datta, ex-DIB, and various others. 20 people, 4 seminars, 5 each was the thing. Our DGP A.N. Roy participated. I was the Commissioner of Police. I organized the whole thing. This is for bringing awareness. And this also has been compiled verbatim. Whatever they spoke is compiled into a book. I want to suggest that this new copy, new edition, this not this cover, it will be a better cover than this, is coming up. I request people to patronize by buying this and going through what are the words of wisdom given by these 20 eminent people. I repeat, Dr. Abdul Kalam, Mr. M.K. Narayanan, Mr. K.P.S. Gill, Mr. Julio Ribeiro, Ajay Sahani, Praveen Swami, and Mr. Shamal Datta, and various others. They spoke extremely well. I request you to buy a copy and update yourself. Thank you.